Blend, 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 blend. A Chanel makeup artist actually told me that. This is, whoopsie! I like that look where this bit's all brighter. See, look, I'm already glowing. Hello, I'm bearing all. I'm gonna do my makeup with you today. This is my post-summer, post-holiday, super lazy girl makeup routine. Try and keep that summer glow alive. So let's get into it. The first step to any glowy skincare routine is moisture. This is Waleida's Skin Food but in light rather than the original. I like this because I have quite combination skin, so it gets oily throughout the day. So I put this all over the sort of center of my face wherever I feel like I've got texture. Try and hydrate. It's so nice and moisturizing. Next, another layer of hydration. This is Iconic's Prep Set Glow. It is a setting spray, but I use it to prep as well. When you shake it, all these little like glowy particles come alive. Careful of your white clothing. See, look, I'm already glowing. I haven't even got any makeup on. Has to dry, otherwise your foundation will fall off your face. If that wasn't glow enough, I've got Iconic. This is the Radiance Booster. You can actually wear this, and I do wear this on holiday, without any foundation, just a bit of concealer. But I put this pretty much all over my cheeks and my forehead. I try not to put it anywhere else because you don't really want like full face shine. Well, I don't want full face shine. Just want it to be shiny in the places that matter. Glow in the places that matter, actually. See, look how nice that is. You can definitely wear that without foundation, but I'm at work, so we're gonna go in with foundation. This is, whoopsie! This is the Naked Sundays. It's a skin tint rather than a full coverage foundation. I wear shade 2.5. I think this is exactly what you need. Midsummer, post-holidays, post-summer. You want your skin to still breathe. You don't want to cover it all up. It'll just dry out. Going in with the absolute goat of all makeup brushes, Hourglass. I would never use any other foundation brush ever. Look how nice those two like combined are. It's like a super healthy glow. I just love it. Look at it. That is so nice. And I am no makeup artist, so I'm a slap it all over kind of gal. I don't put too many layers or thickness on. Like I said, I try and make my skin breathe as much as possible post-summer. And this is a lazy girl routine, so too many layers would take too long. Okay, that's the base. This is Sculpted by Amy's concealer, and I feel like lots of people won't have tried this, but it's unbelievable. I probably started using this like 4 months ago, and I have not used another concealer since. I pretty much put it just there where I've got greyness and redness. Hourglass Ride or Die brush number 2. The concealer brush, so good. Hailey Bieber does use this. Look how nice that is. The colour I think makes a difference. This is Biscuit. I tried to go for a couple of shades lighter than the foundation that I'm using. I feel like it just highlights the centre of my face really well. I like that look where this bit's all brighter. I think if you're a fan of like the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, this is a concealer that you would like. Everyone makes up concealer face, don't they? Or at least I do. See, it just like mattifies, brightens the centre of my face. I just love that stuff. I honestly don't think I'd go back. Ta-da! That's the concealer. I'll probably put a little bit more on at the end, but I feel like you need to do the full look to double check before you put too much on, else you look cakey. Another absolute ride or die, the Chanel bronzer. I've had this in my makeup bag for, honestly, probably like 8 years. I use the darker shade, I think, 395. It's the deep bronze, which is dark for my skin tone, but I feel like it builds up really well. Don't look inside it, it looks gross. I always put it on the back of my hand first. If you squiggle your brush around that bronzer and then you apply it straight to your face, you're gonna look dirty. And then build it like that. And then the excess product goes into the hairline. This is what's gonna make you look like you've still got a tan. And it has to go into the hairline, otherwise you're gonna have a white strip at the top and you really give the game away. My brush is fairly empty by then, so that's when I blend the harsh line out so it looks more natural. I'm gonna put a little bit more on, back of the hand always. Okay, that's the bronze back in the face. Next up, cream blusher. I layer my blushes. I think that's how you get the best like finish and longevity, and to be honest, blush blindness is a real thing. I use Saie Dew Blush Cutie. Again, back of the hand. And I do use quite a lot actually. And then take my Saie brush and I basically blend it like that until you almost can't see any of the product on your hand. That's when you know it's all on the brush. And start from your cheek and go up. You want a lifting effect. But like, look, I've pretty much used all that product and I'm probably gonna have to use more. Like, you do have to use quite a lot, I think, to get a good glow. Blend, 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 blend. A Chanel makeup artist actually told me that. You should always put your products onto your hand before your face. And a bit on the nose. I think that's so pretty and flush, natural. This is where the blush blindness comes in. We layer. We now go with the powder. This is actually called Maya. You might pronounce Mia, but I call it Maya because that's my name. This is a really, really pretty pinky, would you call it rose? No, I feel like it's quite a summery pink. A little bit on the hand again, and then put that on top. I honestly think this just like locks your blusher in place, and also all the products underneath. It does make a difference. That side's without the layering, that side's with it. So on the cheek, apple your cheek, and then up. I think a flush cheek is like the epitome of summer makeup. This is when you spray Prep Set Glow again. I'm gonna do this a few times. Layering your setting spray with the different layers of your makeup is what's gonna make it last a bit longer. It's pretty wet. I really need a handheld fan for this. It's really important this actually dries because I'm gonna put powder product on now, so if I was to just stick that on straight away, it'll just get cakey and stick to my face. Now I'm gonna mattify and set the areas that don't need to be too shiny. So this is Hourglass powder. Looks like this. I use the end of my Sculpted by Amy. This is actually a foundation brush, but I use this for powder. Tap it on the back of your hand. Powder where I don't want shine. So chin, here, down the center of my face. I feel like you just look a bit sweaty if you leave that bit. So now it's starting to look like purpose glow rather than just shine everywhere. And a bit under the eyes, only a little bit. I get really bad creasing under my eyes, so this is just a touch here, because otherwise you look like you've got a Sula. Nobody wants that. And then call me crazy, but I'm gonna spray this again. And now wait for it to dry. Okay, for the last finishing touch of glow, this is Prada highlighter, so pretty. This one is a beauty pie brush. I use this for my bronzer and I use this end for my highlighter. I think this is a contour brush, but I like the small end for highlighter. And then just on very little. I really hate nothing more than a strobe of highlight on a cheek, so it's the tiniest amount. That's what you want. You want to sparkle when you move. A little bit there, a little bit there. And then finishing touch, my makeup is never complete without a lip combo. Have to say, I use Giorgio Armani's Prism lip gloss every single day and it is dead and run out. So second in place to that is Code 8 Le Piscine. I have used this again for like 5 years maybe. It's the nicest pink. This is Refy in taupe. Jury's out. I feel like I can do my lip liner with my eyes closed. I'm not going to, but I feel like I can. Look, I'm not looking into a camera. It's like an exact shade match for my lips. And then Code 8 lipstick on top. And for a bit of gloss, this is not a lip gloss, but Welada's Skin Food Lip Balm. I put it on top of my lipsticks to basically make them glossy. That's a good little hack if you don't have a lip gloss to hand, I think. That's it. That's my lazy girl post-summer, post-holiday makeup routine. Hope you enjoyed. Comment down below, favourite product or possibly technique. Or tell me what I can do better. I'd love to learn. Bye.